India shares 4,096.7 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh. It passes through the state of West Bengal, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura and Assam. My lord, I have avoided giving any correspondence, discussions, details, etc. My lord, with a view, my lord, not to make it other than, my lord, just fact specific. But this is the problem we are facing, and the central government, my lord, can do little in land acquisition. Then status of non-feasible land in West Bengal.
Mr. Solicitor, who pays the compensation, union or the state?
The state. But, my lord, if this is not the cause for which urgency clause is to be invoked, I don't think there can be any other cause. Integrity of the state, security of the country. Direct land purchase policy usually is adopted in case when you are acquiring land for some industrial purpose or industrial township, etc. Not for national security concerns.
Issues of compensation mainly.
Correct. But, my lord, that has to be priority, my lord, even if no, I'm sorry, my lord, I'm sorry, my stand corrected. For border fencing, we pay the compensation.
Right.
Only, my lord, they are the agency which can do it under the Land Acquisition Act.
But they follow the direct purchase policy.
Direct purchase policy, my lord, which for border, they may follow, my lord, we have no difficulty, but for border fencing, they cannot follow. Then urgency clause will have to be invoked. And, my lord, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. The Union of India pays the compensation. My lord, before the petitioner starts, my lord, only one thing. I don't think, my lord, that may have any relevance for the purpose of deciding validity of Section 6A. But some history referred to by my learned senior friend, my lord, it seems he has read a wrong book of history. Assam was never a part of Myanmar. My lord, that, because this has some relevance when we deal with some other matter at some other level, in some other, my lord, composition. My lord. It was never a part, my lord, because Myanmar has now, my lord, maximum immigration. And therefore, to say that it was always a part of Assam.
That's what I said, and I referred to the chapter in the history in the book, which says
that's
not my statement. I mean, this is completely, quite frankly, the website of the Assam docs also says the same thing.
Anyway, I don't wish to join issue on that, my lord. But this was a wrong book my learned friend read. That's all I
Kindly look at your own website. It says exactly that. Your own website. So let's not get
Right.
into
Anyway,
Yes.
anyway, I leave it at that. I don't want to embarrass Mr. Sibal. Then status of non-feasible length in West Bengal. It is submitted that the length of non-feasible stretch to be completed is 112.780 kilometers, which falls in Sundarbans areas and is being planned to be covered by deploying technological solutions. A joint physical inspection has been carried out by BSF and CPWD to explore the feasibility for construction of 9 number of outpost towers in Sundarban areas which can house surveillance equipments. It is further submitted that the ministry has also sanctioned 301.2.5 kilometer replacement upgradation of new design fence in West Bengal. Out of this, 56.21 kilometers new design fence work is in progress, and for remaining length, tendering is in process. It is submitted that to secure the Indo-Bangladesh border in West Bengal, Government of India has taken multi-pronged steps to complete the remaining length either by fence or by technological solutions. If the state of West Bengal cooperates in acquiring the land and handing over the land for fencing, the central government shall complete the process without any delay. Lord, this is, my lord, in respectful response to the order passed by your lordships, my lord, on the earlier occasion. My lord, your lordships queries what this issue is concerned, Lord, was how many persons have been detected to be foreigners by an order of the Foreigners Tribunal under the Foreigners Tribunal Order 1964 with reference to the above period, that is 66 to 71. It is humbly submitted that the number is 32,381 till, Lord, this date, my lord. There may be few cases, my lord, which may be pending, my lord, somewhere in the High Court or before this Honorable Court, but broadly, this number would not vary. The As then para 6 is the second query of my lords. The estimated inflow of illegal migrants into India, including but not confined to the state of Assam. But in substance, we have said that there is a porous border. They come clandestinely, and therefore it is not possible to give exact figure. It may not be an accurate figure, but the situation is a grim situation, my lord. I will not dispute the petitioners on that. Lord, para 7, your lordship's query was in respect of persons who are alleged to have entered India, including state of Assam, after 25th of March. It is, my lord, what is, my lord, the foreigners tribunals status? Lord, there are 100 foreigners tribunals. The total number of cases disposed of are 3,34,966. The number of cases pending are 97,714. And, my lord, against this tribunal's order, there is a writ remedy before the High Court. And, my lord, 8,461 cases are pending. Then, my lord, the steps taken by the union government at the administrative level to deal with illegal immigration into territory of India, including the northeastern states, particularly the state of Assam. The border is porous, crisscrossed by rivers, hilly and mountainous terrains. Out of 4096.7 kilometer Indo-Bangladesh border length, feasible length for fence is about 3,922 kilometers and non-feasible length is about 174.5 kilometers. When there is a mountainous, my lord, terrain or river, there is no fencing possible. To secure the Anglo-Bangladesh border, Government of India has taken multi-pronged step to complete the remaining length either by fence or by technological solutions. For the entire Indo-Bangladesh border, about 81.5% fence work has been completed in feasible length, and work is going on in those feasible stretches where encumbrance-free site is available. Further, about 28.2% of non-feasible gaps, that is riverline, nala gaps, etc., in Assam and Tripura have been covered by deploying technological solutions. In remaining parts, in West Bengal, Meghalaya and Mizoram, suitable technological solutions are being explored in consultation with Defense Research Development Organization and Central Public Works Department. In addition to above, keeping in view the vulnerability of the border, BSF had carried out a vulnerable mapping exercise to identify the vulnerable stretches, non-feasible stretches or stretches along existing fence along the Indo-Bangladesh border. To cover these vulnerable stretches, Government of India has sanctioned a low-cost technological solutions covering a total length of 281 kilometers along Indo-Bangladesh border, which is in progress and likely to be completed by September 2024. Further, the Government of India reviews the progress of fencing work regularly through institutionalized mechanisms like Empowered Committee on Border Infrastructure being headed by the Cabinet Secretary, High-Level Empowered Committee being headed by the Union Home Secretary, Steering Committee being headed by the Secretary Border Management, State-Level Standing Committee being headed by the Chief Secretary of concerned states. Apart from this, to expedite the border fence work, it is being reviewed in Ministry at Joint Secretary, Border Management 1 level and Director level monthly and weekly respectively. All efforts are being made to secure the remaining length of Indo-Bangladesh border either by fence or by technological solutions. The fence work is likely to be completed in 3 years' time after availability of encumbrance-free site. The site is to be provided by the state, that's the problem. And the technological solutions are expected to be put in place in 2 years' time. Specifically, state of Assam shares approximately 263 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh, out of which 210 kilometers has been covered by fence and remaining non-feasible length has been covered by technological solutions. It is specifically submitted that challenges have also been faced in the state of West Bengal with regard to illegal immigration. It is submitted that the state of West Bengal shares about 2,216 kilometers border with Bangladesh. Out of 2216.7 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh, 78% border of feasible length is covered with fence. The details of remaining length of feasible or non-feasible stretches in the state of West Bengal is as under. My lord, I have given the figures, my lord. And A, the status of feasible length in West Bengal, it is submitted that a feasible length of 435 kilometers remains to be covered by the fence. It is submitted that out of the same, 286.35 kilometers is pending due to land acquisition by the state. Further, it may be noted that about 149.154 kilometers stretch, including bridges, culverts, gaps, low-lying public protest, etc., which was earlier considered to be non-feasible, has now been considered to be feasible for installation of physical barriers, including fencing, sentry post, high mast light, etc., as per BSF and CPWD recommendation. Estimates are being prepared to cover this stretch also. It is submitted that despite all efforts, the progress has been substantially hindered due to the pending land acquisition issues with the government of West Bengal. The state government has not adopted right to fair compensation and transparency in Land Acquisition and Rehabilitation Act 2013. As per this act, in cases of urgency, the appropriate government can take possession of any land needed for public purpose, and such land shall thereupon vest absolutely in the government, free from all encumbrances. It is submitted that West Bengal government follows a far slower, more complex, direct land purchase policy. This is, my lord, the main hindrance, even for national security projects such as border fencing. Due to the non-cooperation from the state government regarding resolving various issues of land acquisition, considerable delays have occurred in acquiring the necessary land, thereby impeding the timely completion of fencing in West Bengal along Indo-Bangladesh border, which is a vital national security project.